Hello class. In this video, we will study all about quadrilaterals. So quadrilateral, as we all know, is a four-sided polygon, right? But quadrilateral has three classifications: parallelogram, trapezoid, and trapezium. So under parallelogram, we have rhombus and rectangle. And if we will combine the properties of rhombus and rectangle, we will have a square. We also have trapezoid, isosceles, and right, and we have what we call trapezium. Now, let us differentiate the three classifications. Trapezium is the quadrilateral with no pair of parallel sides. So, kung walang parallel, it's called trapezium. But, if at least one pair of the sides of the trapezoids or quadrilaterals are equal, then we call it trapezoid. Ulitin ko ha, pag one pair of opposite sides, we have what we call trapezoid. Okay? Ngayon, merong iba't ibang klase din ng trapezoid. We have what we call isosceles trapezoid. This is a trapezoid whose non-parallel sides are always equal. So, yung dalawang non-parallel sa isosceles trapezoid, laging equal. Tatandaan nyo yan. And syempre, pag ganun, kasama na rin yung mga base angles na tinatawag yung kulay green dito. At saka yung mga diagonals dito. Okay? Now, a parallelogram naman, no, is a special type of quadrilateral because all of the opposite sides are parallel. So, this one is parallel here. If you notice the arrow, no, yan ang nagsasabi sa atin kung parallel sila or hindi. Okay? And, ito pa ang pwede nating masabi kapag ka-parallel yung mga sides nila, automatic yung mga sides na yon ay congruent din. Okay? So, hindi ko masyadong patatagalin ito kasi magpo-focus tayo dun sa problem solving, no? So, dito naman, kompleto naman yung mga details na dapat yung aralin para mamaya nagsosolve na tayo. Okay? Naiintindihan nyo. Yung lecture available naman at uploaded na sa Blackboard and you can always open it and download. Ito naman is a rhombus. Rhombus is also a parallelogram. Okay? Kaso mas special tong rhombus kasi lahat ng sides niya ay equal. Maliban sa parallelogram, meron din tayong tinatawag na rectangle. Ang rectangle ay parallelogram din. Okay? Pero ang maganda rito, no, lahat ng interior angles niya ay 90 degrees. Yan ang pagkakaiba niya sa iba. At dahil dyan, sa rectangle maraming equal. Kagaya ng mga diagonals niya, opposite sides, automatic yon, and all interior angles are also equal. Pero pag pinagsama natin yung properties ng rhombus, like lahat ng sides nila ay equal, okay, at no, isa din siyang rectangle kasi lahat ng interior angles ay 90 degrees. Ang tawag doon ay square. Kumbaga, ito yung laging ginagamit na figure kasi halos lahat dito equal eh. Opposite sides, all sides, the diagonals, diba? Or the bisections of diagonals, interior angles, lahat ay equal. Okay? Now, ito yung mga importanteng formulas na dapat alam nyo habang nagsosolve tayo. These are the formulas for the parallelogram. And here, you could see there that the perimeter of any parallelogram is just equal to 2a plus 2b. Meaning, you just need to twice the pairs of opposite side. Kasi nga, equal sila eh. So, tinatwice lang natin. Okay? And the area is always equal to base times height. So, this is the base and this is the height. Okay? Now, what's e sub 1 here? E sub 1 here is a diagonal. Diba? Ngayon, look at this interior angle here. No, this angle theta is included between side A and side B. Now, ano ang sinasabi sa atin ng theta na to? It means that if you are looking for the area of this parallelogram and two of the sides are given, you can always use area equals AB sine theta, wherein theta is the included angle between A and B. Okay? Pero itong rectangle, ito pinakamadali sa lahat kasi pag rectangle kasi yung formula niya 2L plus 2W. No? And then we have area length times width. We also have what we call square. Okay? Since lahat ng sides niya ay equal, the perimeter is just 4 times of each side. Okay? And the area is equal to b squared. Trapezoid naman, pag trapezoid ang pinag-uusapan, we have two bases here. base 1 at the top and base 2 on the bottom, you can actually interchange the variable names for this. Okay? Basta importante dito, if you're computing for the area, you just need to multiply the sum of B1 and B2 to 1/2 and then multiply it to the height. So, importante sa trapezoid, meron kang dalawang bases and height. Okay? If you have those three, madali na i-compute yung area. And then, M here represents the median of this trapezoid. So, the line that you see here, M here is called median because it's halfway, no, of the two bases. No? Pag meron ka median, it's just M times H kapag ka-area ang kinukuha. But if you notice, yung 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 dito, okay, yun na yung median na tinatawag. We also have what we call rhombus. Okay? Siguro ang iba lang sa inyo dito na malilito kayo yung paggamit ng B, no? Ginagamit nyo itong formula ng nasa unahan, itong may B na to, if two of the diagonals are given. So, halimbawa, E sub 1 tsaka E sub 2 given sila. To find the value of one of the sides of the rhombus, you need this formula. Okay? You can interchange the two diagonals, E sub 1 and E sub 2 kasi plus naman yung operation and squared naman. Okay? So, ito lang ang kailangan nyo ingatan. Yung theta is equal to 2 arctan E sub 1 over E sub 2. Ibig sabihin, pag hinahanap nyo naman yung included angle like this one, okay? You just need to divide the two diagonals and then you run on your calculator arctangent. Okay? So, paano nyo malalaman kung ito yung hinahanap nyo? Alam nyo, madali lang. Kapag dinivide nyo dalawang diagonals, no? Halimbawa, lumitaw ay 30 degrees, which we all know is an acute angle. Therefore, ito yung nawawala. Pero what if ang lumitaw halimbawa ay 145 degrees, which is an obtuse angle? Anong possible angle yon? Possible na angle yon dito. At bakit nagkakaroon ng ganung values? Usually nagkakaroon ng ganung values, hindi ka nagiging sigurado minsan kasi napagbabaliktad niyo yung E sub 1 tsaka E sub 2. So, ingat kayo dyan. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, magsosolve tayo ng mga problems under quadrilaterals. In this problem, we need to assume that the two figures are parallelogram. And we need to find the values of x and y for these two figures. Okay, let's start with figure A. Okay, how do we solve for the x and y? Tignan nyo muna yung mga properties na pwede natin magamit. Okay, since this is a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. So, we can say that 3x here is equal to 2y minus 2. Okay? Kaso ang problema natin, no? Paano natin isosolve yung x and y dyan? Huwag kayong mag-alala. May nakalagay dito na perimeter. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan yung gagamitin natin to solve the value of x and y. But how do we use it? Okay? Tingnan muna natin. Ano ba ang formula para sa perimeter? Para sa letter A. Take note, letter A muna ang kinocompute natin. Okay? Sinasolve natin ay letter A. Ang formula para sa perimeter ay ano? Twice A and B. Now, ano yung A at saka B natin dito? If you notice, yung isa sa mga sides natin ay ito mismo, which is 3x. So, ibig sabihin, if you have 3x as one of the sides, all you need to do is to multiply this 3x to 2. And then, the other side is this one. That is 2x. So, anong gagawin mo dyan? Ita-twice mo lang siya. Okay? Ngayon, may mga magtatanong sigurado sa inyo, Sir, bakit hindi itong nasa taas ang ginamit mo? Bakit yung 3x na nasa baba? Kasi, kapag ginamit ko yung 2y minus 2, pwede naman yun. Okay? Mahirapan ako solve yung perimeter kasi I will now have two missing variables. May y ka dito, tapos may x sa kabila. Hindi pwede yun. So, the best thing to do there is to use 3x instead of 2y minus 2. Okay? So, let's proceed. Since the perimeter is 40, which is given, no? 2 times 3 is 6x and 2 times 2 is 4x. We can now solve for the missing value of x, which is what? Okay, by using your knowledge in algebra, divide both sides by 10. So, x is equal to what? X is equal to 4 units. Okay? Tapos na. Nasolve na natin yung y. 4 is equal to 4 units. How about the value of y? Ayan, dyan na pumapasok yung gamit ng 2y minus 2. Because a while ago, we did not use 2y minus 2. But since we all know that x is equal to 4, we can now say that 2y minus 2 is just equal to 3x. Tama naman, di ba? 2y minus 2 is equal to 3x kasi opposite side sila ng parallelogram. Now, we can solve for y. But why? Okay? Kasi meron na tayong value ng x which is 4. So, I just need to replace x here with 4. And then, proceeding, we will have 2y minus 2 equals 3 times 4, 12. Then, transpose 2 here. You'll have 2y equals 12 plus 2. 2y equals 14. Divide both sides by 2. So, y is equal to 7 units. So, those are our answers. Okay? So, x equals 4 and y equals 7 for figure A. Now, how about figure B? Here, in figure B, we could see bisections, no? Ibig sabihin, no, this diagonal was bisected by this other diagonal. So, ibig sabihin, pag itong diagonal na to ay na-bisect nitong diagonal na ito, no, naahati yung kulay pink line tsaka kulay green line into two equal parts. So, now, we can say that x plus 2y is equal to 15 and x plus 3y mali. And I can say x is equal to 3y. Yan, better. Okay? Equal itong dalawang to at equal itong dalawang to. Yun ang sinasabi ko dyan. Okay. Ngayon, dyan pa lang makikita nyo na kung paano masosolve yung x tsaka y. Bakit? Kasi, para masolve natin yung x tsaka y, kailangan nyo lang gawin yung x na to na isang equation, kailangan lang natin i-substitute dito. Tama? At magiging 3y siya. Bakit? Kasi pag naging 3y ito, okay, edi masosolve na natin yung y. Let us continue. Huwag na natin patagalin. Yan na rin yan di ba? So, 3y plus 2y equals 15 coming from our given equation. So, this is 5y equals what? 15. Therefore, y is equal to 3. Now, since y is equal to 3, we can now solve for x because x is just equal to 3y. Now, since y is equal to 3, x now is equal to 9. Yan lang. The two figures here in number 2 are both rhombus. Okay, anong alam natin sa rhombus? Well, lahat ng sides ay equal. Now, in figure A muna tayo, we need to find the value of x and y. But how do we know the value of x and y? Alam nyo, kung nag-observe kayo mabuti sa geometry, makikita nyo yung mga patterns na gustong ipakita sa inyo ng figure. Like this one. Kung sabi dito, this is 60 degrees. Tama. Kaso alam natin sa rhombus na equal itong dalawang sides na to. Tama. At kung dalawang sides na to ay equal, ibig sabihin, kung anuman angle ang nandito, equal din sila. At magiging possible lang yung measurement ng rhombus na to kung ito ay 60 degrees at ito ay 60 degrees din. Bakit naman? Kasi nga kung ito ay 60 degrees, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin itong dalawang natira 120 degrees. Since equal sila, i-divide ko yung 120 into 2. So, sure ako ngayon na itong angle na nabubuo dito ay 60 degrees. Okay, para mas malinaw sa inyo. Okay. Oops. Pakita natin. Ayan, so ito yung 60 degrees. Tapos ito yung 60. Kasi 120 itong matitira at equal sila. Bakit ko naman sinasabi ngayon yan? Kasi kung alam natin yan, ibig sabihin guys, na-solve na natin yung isa, yung y. Bakit? Kasi, since 60-60 yan, ibig sabihin, this is an example of an equilateral triangle. And in an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. So, meaning y is just equal to 20. So, may nasagot na tayong una. Y is equal to 20. But how about the value of x? Simple lang. Kasi, 3x minus 7, which is the other side of the expression here, no, is just equal to 20 kasi lahat nga sila equal Okay? Now, by simplifying it, okay, we will have what? 3x minus 7 equals 20. Transpose nyo sa kabila, magiging plus 7 Okay, so this is 3x equals 27. So x is equal to 9. That's it. So x is equal to 9 and y is equal to 20. Here in figure B, we are sure that what? 5y plus 6 is also equal to what? Y plus 20. Okay? Ngayon, since alam kong tama yon, okay, pwede kong sabihin ngayon na 5y plus 6 is equal to y plus 20. And because of that, I'll be able to what? Get the missing value, which is what? Which is y. So by transposing this value here, this will become 5y minus y equals 20 minus 6. Now, this will become 4y and this will become 14. Divide both sides by 4. We all know now that y is equal to 7 over 2. Tama? 7 over 2 or 3.5. Now, since y is already given, no? Paano naman yung value ng x? Okay, napakadali lang. Bakit? Kasi yung y plus 20 tsaka x equal. Pati nga to equal din eh. So, kahit ano dito sa dalawa ang gamitin nyo, okay lang. Kumbaga, pwede nyo equate yung y plus 20 sa hinahanap nyo na value ng x. Okay? Now, since y is equal to 3.5 plus 20, x now is equal to 23.5 units. Tapos, solve na natin yung value ng x tsaka yung value ng y. Find the area of and the perimeter of the right trapezoid shown in the figure. So we have a right trapezoid here. What makes it right trapezoid? Because of this. Yan. Yan ang right angle, ibig sabihin dyan sa right trapezoid. Meron siyang a trapezoid na merong right angle. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng right trapezoid. Now, the problem is for us to find the area of this trapezoid. But we cannot find the area if we don't have base 1 and B2 and especially height. Oops! Meron na tayo dito pala. Yung B1 tsaka B2, ito na yun. Ang problema natin, yung height, which is h. So, let that side be h. And we need to find for that h. The problem is, how do we find the value of h there? The secret there is making a line here, which is parallel to h. At dahil dyan, nagkakaroon tayo ng right triangle with 60 degrees here. O nga pala, yung 60 degrees, ito yun ha. Kasi malabong 60 degrees to kasi 90 yan. Tama? O, ano naman ang nagiging benefit sa atin nun, di ba? O, ibig sabihin, meron tayong right triangle at dahil dyan, pwede natin gamitin yung SOHCAHTOA o kaya Pythagorean theorem to solve for missing values. Kaso ang problema, wala ako nito at wala din ako nito. Tama? Pero may pwede tayong gawin. Pag babalikan natin yan, bawa ito, no? That is h. Kung ito ay 11, at ito ay 8, yung nasa taas ay 8. Ibig sabihin, mula dito hanggang dito ay 11. Tama. Kung 11 yan, no? Ano kaya ang possible na sukat nito? Aba, tama. Kasi, kung 11 itong haba ng pink na to, bawasan ko lang siya ng 8. Ang naging sagot ay ano? 3. Very good. So, ibig sabihin, dun sa triangle natin, 60 degrees ito, tapos, ito yung height na nawawala at nahanap ko yung missing value here, which is 3. Now, paano natin masosolve yung h dyan? By using SOHCAHTOA. Naalala nyo pa yan? Okay, sa trigo natin, pag nawawala, halimbawa, ang given ay itong 60 degrees at nawawala yung opposite side at meron kang adjacent side na tinatawag. Okay, ang pwede natin gamitin ay yung tinatawag na TOA. Okay? Opposite ang given, adjacent ang given din. I mean, opposite ang nawawala, 3 ang given. And with that, we'll be able to solve for h. Okay? So, solve muna natin yung h. Oops, nawala yung triangle. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan ko na namang gumawa ng bagong triangle. Okay? 60 degrees dito. Ito yung H, ito yung 3. So, ito 60 degrees yan. Okay, so, para ma-solve natin yung tinatawag na H, okay, kailangan natin gamitin yung tangent. Kasi, given ang angle at nawawala ang opposite, which is H, at meron namang given na 3. Tama? By cross-multiplying this, multiply ko yung 3 sa taas, magiging 3 tangent 60 degrees. And on your calculator, no, pressing this and making sure that you are in degree mode, H will be equal to 3 square root of 3 units. Or to be specific, this is 3 square root of 3 centimeters. Okay, so ano nang magagawa natin dyan? Yes, mahahanap na natin yung area. Bakit mahahanap na natin yung area? Kasi nga, okay? Kasi nga, meron na tayong height. So, 1/2 base 1, base 2, times height. So, area is equal to 1/2. Ang base 1 natin is 8, ang base 2 natin ay 11, at ang height na nakuha natin ay 3 square root of 3. By using your calculator, the area now is equal to 57 square root of 3 over 2. Or, by decimal, you have 49.36. At huwag kalimutan yung mahiwagang cm squared. So, ano mas tatanggapin ko dito? Well, kapag ka-written exam, mas okay to kasi mas accurate yan. Pero usually, pag online activities naman, you need to write or enter a decimal number. Diba? So, the answer is 49.36 cm squared. Natatapos na ba dyan? Hindi pa. Kasi, kailangan nating hanapin pa yung perimeter. Okay, may idea na tayo sa mga values eh. Kung mapapansin nyo, nahanap na natin yung value ng H, which is 3 square root of 3. 8, meron naman tayo 11. So, ano lang ang nawawala dito? Yes, yung side na DB. Now, by using your triangle a while ago, tama, meron kang 3 dito, you have 60 degrees here, and then you have here, hanap na natin to, 3 square root of 3. Ito ngayon ang nawawala. Now, how do we solve for the value of X? Dito, kahit hindi ka na magsokatowa, kasi pwede naman natin gamitin yung, excuse me, pwede naman natin gamitin yung Pythagorean theorem. 'Di ba? Bakit? Kasi hypotenuse ito. At alam natin na pag nag-compute tayo niyan, X, tama, is equal to the square root of, using Pythagorean theorem, square root ng square mo yung first side, tapos i-add mo dun sa, saan? Dun sa square nung isang side. Tama? And if you will use your calculator, X will be equal to exactly 6. Yun. So, nahanap na natin to, which is 6. Therefore, we can now solve for the perimeter of the given. And the perimeter is just equal to what? I-add nyo lang lahat ng sides. Ganun lang yun. So, if this is 3 square root of 3, ito, then this is 11, then this is 8, then this is 6. Ano ang perimeter natin ngayon? Yes, it's 30.20 centimeters. And final answer. Find the area and perimeter of a square whose diagonal is 21 centimeters long. Okay, so we have a square. Let's draw a square. At anong diagonal natin? 21 units. Okay? Anong kailangan natin hanapin? Area tsaka perimeter. And we all know we cannot solve for the area and perimeter if we don't know the side. Tama? So we need to solve for the side. Pero alam nyo ba, mayroon tayong pwedeng gamitin na formula dito. Okay? That the diagonal of a square is just equal to square root of 2s. Okay? Ano yung D? It's the diagonal and S is the side. Now, since S is missing, we can now solve for what? For it. Diba? Kasi D is 21 and it's equal to square root of 2S. Divide both sides by square root of 2, ladies and gentlemen. S now is equal to 21. Oops. Yun mo yun? It's equal to 21 over square root of 2. Or, dividing it it will give you 14.85 units. Okay? Yan, meron na tayong S. At dahil meron na tayong S, napakadali na lang ng pagsosolve ng area at perimeter. Paano? So, the area is equal to S squared. So, square mo yung 21 over square root of 2. Pwede nyo gamitin yung decimal. Hindi ko naman kayo ililimit sa paggamit yan. So, area, square mo lang siya. So, the answer will become 220.5 units squared. And the perimeter, of course, is 4S. Multiply mo lang sa 4 yung apat na sides kasi equal sila. So, 21 square root of 2. Parang pangit. Nabura na. Pwede nyo namang i-pause, diba? Or i-replace. So, yung perimeter na lang, pisan ko ulit. So, 4S, that is 4 times 21 over square root of 2. Which is equal to what? Yeah, it's about 59.40 units. So here, we need to read first. Nakakabaliw na. So, we have here the side of a square with x meters. So, ibig sabihin magdodrawing tayo ng square. Ayan. At, anong sukat ng mga sides niya? X daw. X meters. Okay. Ngayon, yung midpoints daw, the midpoints of its sides are joined to form another square. So, midpoint ito, midpoint ito, midpoint ito, midpoint ito. Gawa ka daw ng another square. Okay? Actually, mas maganda kung ibang kulay ito kasi baka mapagkamalan nyo yung sukat ng x eh. So, yan. Ay, anong gagawin natin ngayon? Okay? So, ang unit daw niyan ay 16 square meters. So, may sukat yan, 16 square meters. Find the value of x and the area of the portion of the bigger square that is outside the smaller square. So, that is outside the smaller square. So, ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap natin dyan, yung area nito, itong shaded region na yan. Yan. Okay? Kaso, ang problema, mga kapatid, paano natin hahanapin yung shaded region na yan? Well, madali sana yan kung alam natin yung area ng bigger or large square. So, hanapin natin ito, area ng shaded. So, mahanap natin yan if alam natin yung area ng large na square. Tama? Kasi ima-minus lang natin dun yung area ng small. Tama ba? Yes. At makukuha natin yung kulay blue na area dyan. Tama? Okay. Meron ba tayong area ng small? Meron. 16 square meters nakasulat. Okay? Paano yung area ng large? Wala. Kaya kailangan natin isolve yung x dito. Kasi pag nahanap niyo yung value ng x dyan, mahanap niyo yung area ng larger square. Tama? Pero paano natin gagawin yun? Ang pwede lang natin magamit sa ngayon ay yung 16 square meters na area ng small. Okay. So, ang area ng small ay 16 square meters. Tama? Or meter squared. So, ibig sabihin, kung halimbawa, S ay yung side ng small na square, ibig sabihin, yung S ngayon, or yung ang formula na 16m squared ay pwede kong equate sa s squared. Bakit? Kasi pag in-square ko yung s dito, nakukuha ko yung area ng small na square. Tama? At dahil dyan, masosolve ko yung s. How do we solve for s? Get the square root of both sides. So, magiging 4 meters na lang yan. Equals s. So, meron na akong sukat ngayon ng s. Okay? At ano yung sukat ng s natin? Yes, correct. It's 4 meters. Tama? Sandali. Ayoko na mag-erase eh. S. Ayan. So, sulat natin dito yung S, which is, ano na nga ba? 4 meters. Ngayon, bakit ko hinanap yung S na yan? Ewan ko napansin nyo, kanina pa, no? Kung mapapansin nyo, guys, no? Ito, sa square, meron tayong right angle dyan. Ngayon, kung ito yung x mo, ibig sabihin, pag dinivide ko to sa 2, x over 2 yan. Ibig sabihin, yung kabilaan, x over 2. Bakit? Kasi midpoint ito eh, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, x over 2 to x over 2 to. So, ibig sabihin lahat dito, x over 2. Pati nasa taas, x over 2 din. Pero anong importance niyan? O, napansin nyo ba yung napakalaking right triangle? Yes, correct. Meron tayong nabubuong right triangle dito na merong hypotenuse na 4 at merong dalawang equal sides na x over 2. At dahil dyan, masosolve na natin yung x by using Pythagorean theorem. At anong sabi sa Pythagorean theorem? Ang sabi sa Pythagorean theorem, kapag yung hypotenuse in this case is 4, ay in-square mo, tama? Equal lang yan saan? Equal lang yan dun sa square nung dalawang natitirang sides. Tama, di ba? Yes. So, ibig sabihin, may chance tayong mahanap ngayon yung value ng x. Bakit? Kasi pag sinimplify natin to, masosolve natin yung x. Pero paano nga ba? Okay, 4 squared is 16. This will become x squared. This will become 4. O, algebra na to, ha? Ayan. O, ano pa pwedeng gawin dyan? O, multiply natin to ng 4. Tapos, multiply ko tong buo sa 4 din. So, ito magiging 64. Tapos, magiging, ano na lang to? X squared plus what? X squared. So, in-add ko na yung dalawang x squared, naging 64 equals 2x squared na. Then, divide both sides by 2 will give us what? 32, then we have x squared. Get the square root of both sides. X now is equal to what? X is equal to 4 square root of 2. Okay? Ngayon, anong importance ng ginawa natin dito? Nahanap ko na yung value ng x, which is x equals 4 square root of 2. Okay, meron na tayo niyan. Okay? At dahil dyan, mahanap na natin yung mga hinahanap natin. Okay? At ano ba yung mga hinahanap natin? Yung value ng x ay tapos na pala yun. Ano pa? Okay, yung area ng shaded region, which is the blue line here. At nasabi ko na sa inyo yung formula kanina, di ba? Na if you want to compute for the area of the blue one, you just need this formula. So, yung area ng shaded ngayon can now be computed because the area of the larger square can now be computed using side x equals 4 square root of 2. At ang formula naman ng area ng square, napakadali. Square mo lang yung side. Kaya meron tayo ngayon dito na 4 square root of 2 squared minus 16. O, sa mga nagtataka sang galing 16 na yan, yun yung galing sa given kanina. So, the area now is equal to what? Yes, 32 minus 16. So, the final answer now for the area of the shaded is 16 meters squared. Yes. No? Kung mapapansin nyo, ewan ko napansin nyo, no? Yung area ng shaded tsaka area ng small ay pareho. Yung area ng napakaliit na square na to, kunyari kunin yung area nito which is 16, ay equal lang pag pinag-add-add mo yung area ng apat na shaded region na to. Tama? Is that even possible? Yes. Let me draw it to you. No? Kung mapapansin nyo, pag nag-drawing tayo ng another square here, kunyari, drawing ko tong small na to, ha? Drawing ko tong small na to. Ayan. Yan. Tapos, mag-drawing ako ng mga bisection dito. Ewan ko napansin nyo, pero ito yung blue shaded regions. 'Di ba? Para kang nagpo-fold ng envelope. At pag binuka ko to, ayan, nilagay ko halimbawa dito, ayan, ayan siya. Tapos itong isa, oops. Ayan ulit siya. Tapos pag ito, binuka ko ulit doon. Ayan siya. Tapos ito pag ginanong ko doon, ayan ulit siya. So napapansin niyo, nabuo natin yung figure. Okay? So, yan yung mga pwede na yung gamitin na techniques. Okay? But make sure na aralin nyo pa yung ibang problems and sana magtiyaga kayong magsagot para masanay kayo ng solve. Okay? See you on the next video.